Take a moment before we start about this next product, and I want to talk about Liz. Liz is a clean beauty brand, and she could have stayed in that lane and left everything up to health and wellness or anything. But Liz stumbled across something that could change people's lives, and she said, I stumbled across this, I want to bring it to you. Still in a clean beauty way, I want to introduce you a way that in 2025, we are going to melt away your pain. This is a way, if you have muscle strains, bruising, arthritis, simple back pain, this is a beautiful cream that's gonna penetrate, quick absorbing, whether it's your hands, your neck, your shoulders, your back, your knees, your feet. This is going to address your pain. Liz is gonna tell you the story of how this came about, but my friends, she didn't have to do this for us. She does this because she listens and she loves you. $24.95 in free shipping. Liz, your story of how you came about this, you could have just been like, oh, that's a cool story, that's a cool product, and been like, I'm in the beauty world.
Right.
You did this because you really care.
Yes, and it was interesting because a lot of doctors actually said, stay away from it, you know, don't deal with the FDA, don't get the OTC, don't get the over-the-counter, you know, without a prescription, just stay away with it. However, you know, you hear that phrase, look good, feel good. I think it's the opposite. So I think it's feel good, and then you're gonna look good. And, you know, it was extremely powerful from so many women that were in our group saying to me, Liz, I stay in the house. I stay in bed and halfway through the day because I have so much pain throughout the night that I'm exhausted during the day. It was just terrible. So my chemist was actually making something for a famous plastic surgeon who couldn't move his hands. And he's a plastic surgeon. And she had this bright yellow jar on her desk, and I was like, Tell, what is that? And she said, Liz, it's the most powerful mixture that I have ever made that addresses joint pain and arthritis, that you don't have to keep reapplying throughout the day, that lets you live your life. And I was like, oh my gosh, we need that. Everyone needs that. You know, what you're gonna love is that if you're somebody who isn't going out with the grandkids, who is an artist and you can't paint or do anything until noon, maybe you're somewhere where it's cold, and you're saying, gosh, my arthritis, my hands feel stiff, I just can't move. You use the ultra strength pain cream that is the most incredible, the most rewarding product I have ever made. And this is from listening to all of you and having this incredible recipe that is now powerhoused that you're gonna want on your nightstand if you ever wake up where your legs are moving and you just are like, or you had, you know, a back sprain, you had knee something, whatever, once a day. That's it. So I'm so sorry, speak. I get carried away.
Well,
I just keep on going.
Well, I love it, and because everything that you said I have pretty much. So, you know, there's nothing like the pain of arthritis, and who would ever think, you know, because I've been physically active my whole life. But what I find is it's not exercise anymore that relieves my pain. It's really the cream and then massage. And that really does the trick. So it's a wonderful product. And thank you for discovering this, Liz. I mean, it's just I use it every day. I can't paint if I don't use this
Why
product.
is her talking make me want to cry?
I know. It's
Why
hard.
is that?
You should read the thousands of letters.
I tell you,
Tina, you would be so surprised. It's actually 1 in 3 will have arthritis, but did you know that when you hit 70 years old, it's actually 1 in 2. And
that deal with that.
Did you know there's 100 different kinds of arthritis?
Really?
Yes. Yes, and so what most people have done in the past is they run to the drugstore, they buy something that's not clean, right? And usually it will say on the back in fine print, reapply every 2 hours. Well, guess what? Then it's always on your mind, right? I think when you put yourself in that situation, and it really makes you understand how feeling good makes you look good. Right? Talk about crying, Tina. There was thousands that were saying, I just stay indoors. I just don't go out. I'm not, because now when you have pain, you worry about what's next. And then you don't want to leave the house. you feel emotionally drained, you have fatigue because you didn't sleep all night. So to have something like this, Patsy.
Why does that even looks like it feels good when Patsy's applying it to like her shoulders and her neck?
Yes, you've got your St. John's wort,
Yep.
you've got your arnica, there's no water in this. So again, it's OTC, you've got your drug fact panel on the back, but the recipe that's in here with the plant stem cells is so phenomenal that whether it's you, your mom, your sister, your brother, your best friend, you know, even for younger people that if they've ever been in an accident, you can get that inflammation and that strain as you get older.
Can I tell you, if we thought in the beauty world, the legal restraints were tight, we start saying the word pain, addressing pain, and I'll tell you what, there are lawyers up the wazoo that are like, we cannot say things. You have to be very like, oh, it just smells like a arthritis. I get to say, this will help you with the pains and strains if you address arthritis. Is it your back? If you do this number, if you're doing that, that's my husband. He's a civil engineer. He designs, that's all he's doing all day long, right? He designs all of these. This is perfect in any place that you want it. We were hearing from Patsy, we were hearing from Donna Kay. Liz was telling you about all these incredible letters of pain and how it changed them. I want you to hear one more on this world launch product.
I used to never think twice about carrying groceries, but now the pain seems to follow me no matter what I do. It's frustrating, even when the simplest task feels impossible. I've lived with these aches for years, and it feels like nothing helps.
I've always loved gardening. It's my passion and my escape, but lately, if I spend too much time bent over pulling weeds or planting flowers, my pain is right there to remind me I'm not as young as I used to be.
I should feel lucky to wake up every day, but instead, all I feel is stiff and sore. It's like my body doesn't want to cooperate. By the time I finally get moving, half my day is gone.
Using the pain therapy cream has given me my life back. It targets the pain and helps me keep going.
It's like my body finally decides to wake up with me. I can stretch, I can move, and I don't have to spend my mornings in pain anymore.
I can finally live my life without the pain holding me back.
How do you listen to everyone? I would feel so emotionally overwhelmed. And I feel like Liz had the power to actually do something about all these stories. You heard all these women. If something struck a nerve with you or struck a nerve with your mom or your auntie or your daughter or your son or somebody in your life, and they're always constantly rubbing on a part of their body and they're constantly talking about that, this is clean beauty. The words that Liz is saying, they're not words you've never heard of. It's not some long chemical word you've never heard of. Arnica, magnesium, St. John's wort, menthol, the capsicum. These are all, remember like if you had like a great-great-grandma and she used to make this like concoction and you were like, man, that was so good. This reminds me of that.
Yes.
Things got so banged out in factories and everybody was adding things that never needed to be in there. You stumbled across this. And this is the first day we're getting to offer it.
It is. This is brand new today. This is ultra strength. This is live your life. And it's exciting because, you know, as we go into the new year and, you know, everyone does New Year's resolutions, new year, new you. Imagine going into the new year just feeling better. So whether it's you, your mom, your sister, your brother, your partner, whoever, your child, this is clean beauty. It's one and done. You're not applying every 2 hours. You can get out of the house, you can live your life and not think about pain is the most rewarding of this product.
So we're getting rid of the pain, Kay. So now we're gonna get out of the house because we feel better. Now we wanna look younger and better with the Today Special. Liz is giving us, as our one-day opportunity from the Today Special,